I have loved the Ninja Turtle arcade games for some time, and now I finally have one. I got this game for Hanukkah back in 1990. I was one of the first kids to have this game. It was a gift from my late grandmother, so I definitely loved this game, and I played the hell out of it. In fact, I still have my original cartridge, including the manual with the Pizza Hut coupon. Konami definitely modified it a little bit. What they did was they extended it. The levels are longer, and then there's 2 new levels in here as well. All in all, it's a great game, but it's definitely not nearly as graphically attuned as the original. Because the Nintendo games had already started their own numbering scheme, Turtles in Time was Turtles in Time 4, where in the arcade it was Turtles in Time 2. The Super Nintendo port was a phenomenal conversion. The graphics were real good, the animation was real good, there was less animation, but overall the game was a pretty damn good port. The game was phenomenal, it even had the classic Mode 7 throw the enemy into the screen type of maneuvers. It was a really nice game, and I really did enjoy it. By the way, if you play to the end, you do not get the real ending unless you play it on hard. I learned that, but this was one of those games that I'd play over and over again. So having it in its arcade format is wonderful. Box is opened. Look at that, a manual, a power cord, ooh, a celiac pack, don't eat that. They actually have to put that on there. And now the device. So, a couple things I've noticed. One, it's got this protector, which my buddy Nick's has as well, which is nice. Alright, so there's obviously something over here right now. No, look. Oh, maybe it is this. Alright, let's. Oh yeah, here we go, here we go. See?
It tells you where it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it works.
So here, let's look at the bottom. That looks like a speaker. And the back, power. So this just goes like this, and then you connect it to the wall. You can actually plug in a USB controller over here. That's pretty cool. That's just a headphone jack. Okay. Let's make sure it works. I like to light up marquee. We're gonna turn it down a hair. Speakers are pretty good. These countercades normally go for $230. I got it for $150 on sale, and I think that was a phenomenal purchase. Oh, you select your game, so that's the first game, that's the second game. Play the first one first.
Oh, this one?
No.
Yeah, the one.
Alright, I guess you hit start again. Turtles 1, other than a brief time on Xbox 360 and some modified ports on Battle Nexus 2, never been released home officially. It's a phenomenal game, and I have always wanted it on a modern console. I would buy this in a heartbeat on the Switch. I already bought Sunset Riders. Now, I did mute this because I don't know if this is licensed music or not. Nickelodeon owns the property now. Konami made the game, Ubisoft makes current games, so it's a licensed nightmare, so I don't really expect it to be released anytime soon, but somehow Arcade1Up did it. Anyway, one thing I really wish these games had was an option to export to HDMI, but at least the emulation is pretty solid on here. To get into the menu, you press both 1-player and 2-player, and then it'll bring you back here. So now we've switched over to Turtles 2. This is the one my son likes. And this is what we played on the SNES many a time. Just hit attack. Choose your turtle. Now you'll notice that this game does look a bit better than the SNES version. The SNES version's creeping up in price too. I bought that when I was a teenager. I sold it like an idiot when I was a teenager. Bought a really crappy copy back as a teenager, and then have been tracking down a good copy ever since. What do you think?
It's good.
I really like this setup, but did you know that you could use a USB controller on here? It doesn't like Bluetooth, but you can use 2.4 gigahertz and or something that's hardwired directly to the USB controller. You can swap it because by default it places the USB controller on the player too. At first I tried using an Xbox controller with the Bluetooth dongle. That didn't work, so I hardwired it. It worked fine. B and Y are the buttons that I use. B would be jump, Y would be attack. But I found a better controller for this. The Legacy 16 wireless. I reviewed this some time ago. It's modeled after an SNES controller with a couple extra buttons and Switch style joysticks. While the joysticks didn't work for me, B was jump, Y was attack, and it gave me a very Super Nintendo feel. Plus, it's wireless. Phenomenal. I really like this setup. Let me know what you all think. Leave some comments below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Have a good one.